Young Ness Production. Young Ness Production.
Welcome. Today is Sunday, October 30th. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you're on Facebook Live, thanks for checking in. If you're watching out there or you stream live, thank you for checking in. We are sitting and sipping with Ceeyonce. Another Sunday, another amazing show for you guys. Today, we're talking about relationship goals. That's a hot topic right now. My co-host in here, we're going to get started with the topic. However, I just want to say relationships aren't only with the person that you're with. That's with your coworkers. Relationships can be with your friends. So we're talking about relationships, friendships, partnerships, all those types of ships, okay? Every single ship, and how not to make your ship sink. So we're going to go ahead. I'm going to introduce my co-host really quick. Go ahead, E. Introduce yourself.
Okay, first off, that was nice. Okay,
You
I
like
just
that?
got it.
You like
gotta
like
let
that?
you know.
Like
It is your girl. You already know who I am because we go together. That's Not My Name TV. That's Not My Name .net. It's E, the all-around magical black girl. Make sure you twerk on that like button.
Twerk on that like button.
Twerk on that subscribe button.
Twerk on that subscribe
Show me
button.
some love. And we have a very, very special, fabulous, fly, cool chick guest. Iman Nicole, introduce yourself, lovely.
Hello. So I'm Iman Nicole, an LA-based blogger. I deal with lifestyle, so anything from travel to food to more food to style, anything. So follow me at Iman_Nicole and
Iman
twerk on that.
underscore?
Yes.
Well, thank you for coming today.
Of course.
And I heard that you got a lot to say about relationships.
I mean, I know a little something.
Just a little bit.
something, you know.
How would you guys rate the relationships in your life right now on a scale of 1 to 10? How would you rate those relationships?
I say it's about 7.5.
7.5 on the
I'm
Richter
doing
scale.
all right.
Okay, and why do you say 7.5?
Because there's a lot of stuff
pretty
in
high.
me
That's pretty
that,
high.
I have a lot of great people in my life, but there's a lot of things that I need to work on to make those relationships better. So
Okay.
I'm not gonna give myself a 10.
Right. Not
Just yet. What about you, Iman?
I would honestly say about an 8. I'm pretty solid. I
Pretty
would definitely
solid.
go with an 8. Not perfect, but you
Okay.
know, relationships
Okay.
change. So I would say about an 8.
Okay, and I would say I'm about a 9.
Oh,
Hey.
okay.
Almost a 10.
All right.
You stand on us.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what? I need to learn.
only because I don't allow a lot of things to break my bubble. You know, I don't allow a lot of things to compromise what I'm doing and how I'm feeling. So if people, like, you seen those memes, like, if people beefing with me, they beefing with themselves, honestly. But I don't have any beef. I've only had one falling out with one person in my whole entire life. Everybody,
Whoa.
right.
Wow.
One fight when I was in middle school, so it's like my all-around relationships have always been good. So I'm excited for today's topic. But before we get too deep,
Right.
let's go ahead and do some housekeeping.
All right. So you guys already know, as usual, that you need to go on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and connect with us. Hashtag SASCW. Okay. You can always, SASWC hashtag to connect with us on social media. It's SASW Ceeyonce Show on Instagram and Twitter. And send all show suggestions and inquiries if you want to be on the show. You want to sponsor us and give us a little bit of that shmoney. Then it's SASWCeeyonce Show at gmail.com.
Yes.
And let's take a second to honor Mac the Great, our engineer, because he makes our job so easy, and we appreciate you.
Yes, the man
he has a
behind
show
the
called
cameras.
Mac Life Radio on rmconair.com. So y'all make sure
What
you
days?
show our engineer some love.
Saturdays.
Saturday, yes, and I guarantee
9:30.
you won't. Saturdays at 9:30 p.m. Right?
Yes.
Okay. Tune in to Mac Life Radio, and that's all I got. Well,
Yep.
I mean, do we have something for these people or no?
You know, we have a gift. If you guys decide to call in, we
Right.
do have a gift. So if you're watching, please, we're going to give this to the first caller because sometimes we say 2, but we're going to give it to the first one. Number 1, early bird wins the race. So what's that number to make the hotline bling? 323-965-1608. Wait, 1608. 1608. Okay. So make sure you call in 323-965-1600. All right.
Yes.
Please call in and you will win. I'm not going to show you yet. Once the person calls in, and then you'll get to see what the gift is or whatever. Okay. So we're going to go ahead. Let's pay some bills before we get extremely too deep into this. We're going to pay a bill and we'll be right back. Make sure you keep sipping. Be right back. BRB.
In so many ways I can please. Hey, hey, hey.
Pitbull, let me just say, Pitbull is a really great energy drink. I don't like energy drinks too much, but Pitbull is really, really tasty. I like the fruit punch kind. It tastes like fruit punch soda.
Did we mix that? I mean, we can't tell them
We
our secret
did.
tips, but I'm gonna tell y'all it tasted real good with some.
You know,
was
we
it Ciroc
did.
or Patron? It tasted
I think
real
it
good
was
with some.
Patron. We
So
sure
y'all make
did
sure
mix
y'all
it.
twerk on
Fix
that.
it.
Wow. Okay, so Pitbull and Patron go good together. Okay, I like that. I like that. But as far as relationships, I
Yes.
think we should just dig right into the first street talks topic.
Right.
And then we're gonna talk about it
streets
because
always have
the
something
streets
to
are
say.
always talking.
They come through too.
They come through. So let's go ahead and look at the first street talks topic. That is a tongue twister.
Yes.
Okay, and we're gonna go ahead and talk about what the streets was talking about.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I'm with it. I'm with it. Okay, what's your name and where you from?
My name is Soso, and I currently live in Fontana.
I am Lindsay. I'm from Upland.
My name is Amber Parker, and I'm from Riverside.
And what makes a good relationship?
Honesty.
I would say communication and compromise.
Communication and that bond.
Do you have any bad relationships?
Yes.
What makes a good relationship?
I like that one.
What makes a good... Okay, so let's start with you, Iman. What makes a good relationship?
I think what makes a good relationship, honestly, is vulnerability. I think that's very important. You have to be transparent.
Take notes.
Yes, you have to. You have to be willing to receive feedback and give feedback because
Okay.
otherwise, it's just not going to work.
All right.
And that's in all relationships.
I was going to say, that goes
That's across
for
the board, in
every
all
single
ships.
relation- In all ships.
In all
all the
ships.
ships, right?
All the ships. Okay, E.
Dog. First off, Iman is like giving us this grown woman like
Right,
advice.
right.
Like
You know
I
what?
just that hit me because I struggle with that.
Okay.
But we'll get into I got my problems.
Right. We ain't going to get
Um,
too deep. We ain't going to get too deep.
Of course, co-signing with her, but then I also feel like you have to trust yourself too. You have to value yourself too. That is important for you to have good relationships, and yeah.
I agree. I think in order to have a good relationship, you have to be, like she said, transparent, because you want to be open to what they have to say, and
Absolutely.
I want to say you have to be willing to change, but you also have to be understanding of who you are, because if
Right.
it's something that you feel like you really need to work on, or it's something that you feel like I don't need to work on that, but it is something that you really need to work on. That's because you don't know yourself. You know what I'm saying? So you have to, I think what makes a good relationship is knowing yourself and being open to change and transforming into the person that you're supposed to be, because life is about growing up, right? It's about, if you're not, there's no progress in the process. You have to have progress is a process, right?
It's one of my favorite. I love Lauryn Hill. And on her Unplugged album, I believe she said one time, anything that's not growing is dead.
Right.
And when you look at like trees and plants and nature, like if you've learned everything that you needed to know, then what is your purpose? Why are you here, honey? As long as we are still learning and evolving, we have a reason to be here. And some people get so caught up in their pride, like I know,
so stagnant
I know,
and complacent, and that's not conducive for a relationship.
It really
if you're going to be in a relationship, in a successful relationship, all the ships at work, with your friendships, I feel like that's why all of mine are successful, because I'm so addicted to growth. I'm so addicted to growing. Right. And I feel like every single day, if I didn't learn something new, or I don't have a new piece of, one of my favorite quotes, we're all getting quotey, but one of my favorite quotes is, when you meet people, you should be taking pocket change from every single conversation. So this is my first time meeting our co-host, our guest today, and I feel like I've already taken something, you know, and just in the last 10 minutes. So I feel like when you're going around and you're talking to different people and you're getting to know them, and that you should be taking something from that conversation.
Absolutely.
And if you're not, then you're not addicted to
taking
growth.
And giving, because I feel like we're on some like super positive stuff. But I read this book called How Full Is Your Bucket, and it's like either you're a bucket dipper where you just take, or you're filling people up. And I think it has to be an ebb and flow of that. You know, I feel like I think this is just a grow up and glow up conversation. There's no way for us to say that to the end, because this is something like you got to put your big girl panties on, the big boy boxers on, and just suck it up.
And this came at the right time, because last week we talked about pettiness. We talked about how petty you were. So if you're still addicted to being petty, sweetie, you have a long way to go.
There needs to be balance. Like, that's why I was so torn on that. Like, I don't know if you indulge in the pettiness, Iman, but like I think we all do.
Every now and again. Every now and again, when I got a little bit of time. No, I mean, why not? It's entertaining.
Okay. It's entertainment. It's entertainment. But you still know what it takes to have a good relationship.
Absolutely.
So let's see what else the streets had to say, because we got a few more questions to ask the streets. But I think we did good at responding. Let's check out what else.
That bond.
Do you have any bad relationships?
Yes.
Yes. How can you improve those if you want to improve them?
Don't let no one run you, lie to you, cheat on you, and keep accepting it.
Okay.
All of them.
All of them?
They were all bad.
They were all bad. What about now in your life?
I'm not dating.
You're not in? What about like with your family and your friends? Do you have any bad relationships?
I did have a bad relationship with one of my friends. She's no longer my friend anymore. Oh well, goodbye.
Okay.
But the rest of them are fine.
The rest of them are fine. And did you release that friendship because it wasn't good for you and you tried?
I feel like if I stayed in that friendship, then I would have remained stagnant.
Do you have any bad relationships?
I did, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Oof.
Do you have any now?
Oh, no.
How did you get all of them to be good?
How I got this
Yes.
is by changing myself.
Changing herself.
Like
Changing
like
herself.
Wow.
I like that.
Right.
So, Iman, do you have any bad relationships in your life right now?
I don't have any bad ones. There's always ones, you know, that you are working on, but that's where you kind of have to meet that person halfway.
Right.
And kind of find out what's going to work for that particular relationship, whether it's work, whether it's a family member, whether it's a friend, whoever. I think it's just a matter of those checks and balances. But
Checks
no,
and balances.
I don't think I have any bad ones, no, that I know of.
Okay. E?
I knew you was going.
You already know I'm coming. You already know where I'm coming.
Papa Dio. Okay. I do and don't. Because, like, okay.
What kind of answer?
I mean, guys, I gotta live with these people after this broadcast.
If you're watching, please call in, okay? Because I don't like she said 965-1600. Hey, and there it is, right
across the street.
Right across the street. So make sure you guys call in if you're watching and tell us what makes a good relationship, and if you have any bad relationships, please call in so that you can win
win this gift
Come on,
card.
do it,
And
do
if
it,
you
do
guys
it,
are
take
watching
it.
on Facebook Live, make sure you go to rmconair.com and
Yes.
watch us live.
Yes.
Get the full experience.
And put the number down there in your Facebook Live.
Right.
Because someone might want to call in.
Right.
323-965-1600.
323-965-1600.
I feel like a telemarketer, but we want to hear what you guys have to say. I know for a fact that there are people watching and not calling. So I'm going to start coming for y'all heads. Okay? I'm going to start coming for heads because we're just giving away things.
We're giving away shmoney.
Shmoney.
That's shmoney.
Everybody needs
all
gas
day,
money.
all day.
I'm going to just have to show it. Everybody needs gas money.
Right.
So you got
Yo,
get it.
I might have to twerk on that
Can I
if
take
they don't
it?
call in.
Chevron is a really good. That's like almost
that
the
super
best
premium
gas.
gas.
They got
bro.
Techron. I mean,
Like
come
we
on.
love y'all.
Take it.
Yes, Kim. Yes.
These niggas be gassing y'all and y'all be taking it. So I don't know why you wouldn't take this gas card.
Turn.
Anyway,
Okay,
take
I was
it.
trying to
Talk about
avoid
that.
the question, but I'm gonna be fair because I love
answer
y'all.
the question. Answer the question.
I do have some bad relationships in my life. Like some of them are toxic. Like not too many of them. That's why I didn't give myself like an 8 or 9 or 10.
Okay.
But I like tolerate them because I love the people so much.
Okay.
But I do kind of limit my interaction with those
them.
people.
Okay.
Because I'm in a space where I need positivity.
Yes.
And you know, anybody else that I didn't care about, I already cut them off. But it's
Right.
like 2 stragglers that is like, no, never mind, I've said too much.
Right.
Ceeyonce, do you have any bad relationships in your life?
Yes, do you?
I have none. I have none.
Bruh, like, can we?
I had.
What's that movie, Freaky Friday?
Yo,
When you
that's
switch,
my
when you switch for a day, can I be you for one day? Like, I want to know what it's like to wake
Listen.
up and be her. Like,
Listen, it's just all in your baby hairs. When your baby hairs are right, then it's a good day. I'm just saying. But thank you.
wait, somebody put their phone number in the comments.
Somebody put their phone number? No.
The number is 323-965-1600. Call us and tell us the quality, like how you rate your relationships and if you have any bad relationships
Yes.
in your life. Call in and win that $25 gas card.
$25 gas card.
Right.
That's a lot. That's a lot of gas.
So-
make sure you guys call in.
Chevron.
But
What?
that's to Chevron.
With Techron.
But no, I had
Techron.
one bad relationship, and that relationship isn't bad anymore. I mean, it's still,
You still, wait, so you still cool with it?
yeah.
Damn.
It was with a family member.
Yo, okay.
And-
I
Okay,
get that.
family,
Yeah.
you know.
But like other than that, it's the only bad one I've had, and that was like, it was really bad. But I mean, it's a lot of. I feel like families should go to counseling. You know, I
Right.
feel like therapy
Counseling is
isn't a
good.
bad thing, but I understand that the other party doesn't really get that.
There
However,
is a stigma in our community.
there is.
And
Definitely
black
one.
people, I love y'all. I'm not gonna, not all of us,
Right.
But there's a lot of us who be like, I ain't going to no counselor. That's for crazy. That's some white
No.
folk stuff. And
No,
I'm
it's
like,
not.
guys, come on,
Go
guys,
do it.
get
Right.
it together.
Right.
Like we all need to talk it out, and
is
sometimes
so
we need a
worth it.
mediator to help
Sometimes.
because we communicate. We all
Sometimes.
communicate differently.
I definitely agree. But I think it takes 2 people to have a bad relationship.
Right.
I honestly do.
True.
I feel like if you're having a bad relationship with somebody, it's because you're allowing that.
You're allowing that
Right.
to happen.
Like
Absolutely.
I said, if
And you're
someone's
contributing to it. Like
You are.
A lot of people do the victim things. Like they did this and they did that and they did this, and you
what
might
about
not
you,
have
though?
been as trifling,
right,
right?
right,
about you, though?
right,
Right. You might not have been as trifling, but you still allowed that.
right. For example, Pete the pimple and I, we could have the worst relationship ever.
But crazy.
But I made sure that I'm not gonna let Pete the pimple affect what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. Okay, I could be so upset that he decided to just plant himself right here on
In
my
the forehead.
5 head,
Ugh.
but I'm not. I really don't care. Pete, you do you. I'm gonna do me, and I'm gonna continue to live my life the way that I want to live my
Right.
life, and that's how you guys need to feel about the relationships that are quote unquote bad.
Right.
Okay, change the way that you think. I don't believe in bad days. I stopped saying, oh, yesterday was a bad day. I say, it wasn't the day that I would have liked to have had, but I don't believe in
Wasn't
bad
bad.
days.
Right.
It was
Right.
not. I don't
Right.
do not have any bad days.
Absolutely.
And that goes back to what our street talker says. Like
Yes.
it starts with you.
Yes, change
It
yourself.
starts with you. I'll give mine.
thoughts.
I want to testify. real
Go
quick.
ahead.
You
Go
know
ahead.
It is Sunday.
Won't he do it?
Jesus took the wheel in my life,
Won't he
y'all.
right
now?
But like, back when I was, because I'm only 21 now, when I was 11,
I'm done.
I went to college when I was
done.
11,
Did
guys.
she say 21?
And I'm
done.
yes, girl,
Okay,
you know.
okay. We ain't gonna question.
So, I used to have some bad relationships, and I was always miserable talking about how everybody did this to me. Like, my boyfriend sucked, my friend sucked, my coworker sucked, I sucked. Let's just keep it real. Let's
Keep it
keep it
100.
all the way
Right.
100. And I had to, like, take that pill one day. I was like, you know what? It's a lot of shitty people in your life because you're shitty.
Right.
And once I said
What you
that,
attract, change it
and
up.
I started
Change it
doing
up.
better, I started working out, I started reading more, I started getting my spiritual life together, I started, praying, talking to God more. Then either I got them people out of my life or they just walked away.
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
And like
Right.
I've been so much happier ever since.
Right.
The trash took itself out.
The trash
Now,
took itself.
I like that
Won't he
one.
do it?
Yes, I like that one. I like that one.
Okay, well, you know what? We talking more than the streets.
Right.
I know.
We're
wait a
talking
second.
a lot. We're
Let's kinda
talking
take
a
over.
lot.
Let's
Let's
see
see
what
what
the
the
streets
streets
gotta
down. Back to the next street talk.
Let's see what the next
Let's see what
street
the streets
talker
gotta
had
say.
to say.
Is by changing myself.
All right. What tips would you give someone who wants to have better relationships?
Love yourself. Because if you don't love yourself, you just keep on letting that other person treat you bad. Value yourself.
Value yourself. Okay.
I would say really get to know that person before jumping to the next step.
Have a good bond.
Have a
that
good bond.
bond, if you cannot break that bond,
How can you be a better wife, girlfriend, sister, daughter, friend, coworker, or human? You pick one.
I would like to be a better woman by valuing my time and valuing myself first.
I would say love yourself first and just take it day by day. That's all you can do.
attitude.
Attitude. So watching that mouth. Does that have anything to do with like PMS, or are you just like
It
crazy?
does, but then sometimes I'm like, when it comes to spending, I'm a shoeaholic.
Okay.
And then sometimes he does understand and sometimes he doesn't. So
Okay.
when he doesn't understand, it doesn't work out.
Deep.
Yes.
That was deep. That was pretty deep.
It was deep.
I like that.
I like how I felt like everybody in the street talk was at different points in their lives.
Definitely.
And I love having that broadness in the perspective because it is true. Like, I was having a conversation with my mom one day, and my mom got married when she was 18.
Okay.
And she was just saying, like, what she expected at 18 in her marriage was totally different from what she expected, 13 years later.
Yeah.
And she was saying, like, the change in the expectations causes problems.
Yeah.
And people, they do change. And, like, to me, I feel like So-So, she was just in a place in her life where she's just dealt with a lot of crap.
Yeah.
And she had that moment where she was like, I ain't accepting it no more.
Right.
Our last girl, Miss Amber Parker. Parker. She's like, you could just tell she's like in love.
Yeah.
But I can really relate to Lindsay. So Amber's her perspective is more like flowery because she's in love, she's in a happy place, and that's a great place to be.
Yeah.
But Lindsay,
Yes.
I can relate to Lindsay because I'm in a place like, look, I ain't at So-So spot yet.
Right.
I've been at Amber's spot, but I'm just me right now.
I'm just me. I'm just me. Okay, Iman, what do you feel? If you wanted to give some tips for someone to improve their relationships, what would those tips be?
I would say, you know what? Number one, I'm old school, so I would say FaceTime is important, and I'm not talking iPhone FaceTime.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm talking.
Real fast. Girl, I was like, wait, FaceTime?
No, I have to break it down. I'm talking real FaceTime. I think that's important. You really got to just connect with your friends. You got to see what's going to work, and you got to connect with them. You got to be, again, vulnerable. That's important. You got to love, and you got to sometimes put in more than you're wanting to, but you just got to do it. You got to go in there and expect to just be a blessing to others without something in return. So I think that's what's important when it comes to friendships, relationships, work relationships, all of that. I think that's very, very important.
Very important.
Yeah.
She be dropping that
Dog,
knowledge.
yo, this is why I hang with this girl. I
can't.
glow
You know
up
what,
every
though?
time I'm with her.
It's a learning. It's something I had to learn, though. You learn it being in your 30s, so that's just.
You're in your 30s.
Girl, no, we 21. Stop telling these lies to these
It's
people.
Botox, boo. It's Botox.
Black does not crack. I'm tired of playing with y'all. We have 2 callers, so let's
Put
go
your
ahead.
headphones on.
Let's see what caller number 1, who is also our winner.
Yes.
Caller number 1, hi.
Hey,
Hey,
do I
girl.
hear you? Oh, I hear you. Caller number 1? You there?
I don't think I heard anyone.
Caller number 1.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
Hello.
I didn't know it was me.
Hey, who we got on the line here?
So this is Nikiva. I happen to be a relative of Aisha Murphy, and I love the look.
That's that
And I'm enjoying
DMV
the
love.
broadcast. But I can't wait to on my computer. I don't know how to get to it, but I just thought I'd call anyway.
Awesome.
Oh, thank you so much. Well, you actually
You're
are
the
our
winner.
first caller, and you win the
Hey.
gift card.
$25 gift card to Chevron so you can get your gas on behalf of Sit and Sip with Ceeyonce.
Stay gassed up.
So since we filmed, I'm going to make sure I get that to you and send it to you so you can use that and enjoy that. But talk to us a little bit about relationships, how you handle your relationships, and any tips you can give to people who want to better the relationships in their lives.
What I'm learning is just to communicate, like, honestly, and to kind of look at it from the perspective of you might want a certain result and you might not be getting it because the other person may not necessarily understand. As opposed to just assuming that they're not willing. Sometimes people just don't kind of necessarily get you and understand what it is you need from them, or you want from them. And sometimes if the relationship is worth it, it's worth trying to foster that understanding. Sometimes you want to help a person out. Like in my most recent, I would say things like, it's helpful to me, or it would help me if, or I would appreciate versus, what you're not necessarily doing. It's not to say I didn't have those moments, but it's like, kind of giving a person some insights in terms of how they can support you.
Right.
Well, I appreciate that tip. I'm going to make sure you get this gift card, cousin. Thank you for calling in. All right, love you. I'll talk to you later.
All right, caller
number 2. You're on the line, Sit and Sip with Ceeyonce. Who are we speaking to today?
My name is Vivian from Seattle, Washington.
How you doing? So talk to us a little bit about your relationships and maybe give us some tips to share with the people of how they can make bad relationships better in their lives.
Yeah, I think for a long time for me, I spent a lot of time in my younger days. I realized that I was a toxic person, whether it was cheating or just not being a stand-up person in a relationship. So in my more recent relationships, whether it's friendships or whatever, I've allowed instead people to bring that toxicity to me. And I think a big part of it for me was realizing that, I'm accepting the things or we all accept the things that we think we deserve.
Right.
And I was kind of sitting there and taking that and saying, I've done this, I've done that, I've done this. Maybe this is what I deserve.
Wow.
I deserve these things. And then for me, it was just realizing that, we're accepting this because we think we deserve it, but really we don't. No one deserves any less than, the best from somebody. And I think that's just the biggest thing I've learned, and trying to weed those toxic people out of my life at this moment. And I think that's just the biggest thing that you can do.
Okay, and that was actually one of our questions. How are you weaning those toxic people out of your life? How are you doing that?
I mean, I think it's different. I think once you start taking care of yourself, much like what's talked about already, you start doing things that you really enjoy, not worrying about, appeasing other people. Those people kind of fall to the wayside. You care about yourself and your own well-being, and you stop caring about, taking care of other people so much, well, you know, you're not going to get the same things in return that you were once giving. They're not going to give you that leeway to take care of yourself like you were giving them. And they're going to fall away, and they're going to be selfish, and you're going to see that you don't need that in your life.
Right. And like you said, they just start to disappear.
They start to fall off.
Would you said the trash?
The trash takes itself out, but then sometimes, you know, you just got to cut them off.
You got to,
you got to be a little savage with it. Like,
you got to be cutthroat.
Out.
You got to cut them off.
Ain't nothing to cut them off.
Ain't nothing. That's the anthem.
Right. You know what? Thank you so much for calling in. I appreciate your input. Thank you for supporting the show as well.
We love you. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll talk to you later, okay?
All right.
Bye-bye.
Aw,
our callers are so dope, guys.
They are deep. They were good. Suggesting
deep people that watch this show.
Deep.
We love y'all.
That was good. Thank you guys so much for calling in. You know, I mean, I love having my people here with me in the studio talking, but there is nothing like knowing that there are people out there who just take that second just to call in and say, you know what, this is how I feel about it, because the things that we talk about on this show is for everyone. I mean, and I'm empowering today's women for a better tomorrow, but, you know, everything is relatable to every single person.
Everybody.
Every single person. So thank you guys again for calling in. And we've been getting extremely serious. I kind of want, let's turn it down a little bit.
Yeah, because this is a serious topic.
Wait a minute.
I'm sitting here like, I want to light some incense, play some Erykah Badu, like meditate.
I'm trying to hit up my ex. Just kidding.
You on your Drake? You on your Drizzy?
Look, I'm draking and driving when I live here. I'm draking and driving. I am.
You know not to drake and drive.
I know. That's how you end up where you don't want to end up. But I think we have a meme. Let's get into something a little bit more lighthearted from this serious stuff. Let's see what kind of meme
of
we
the
have.
show.
Meme time. Y'all got more relationship goals than life goals.
But that ain't none of our business.
Look at what is he sipping on. It's real. Is that Kanye West?
That's Yeezy.
I mean, at first it looked like him, but looking longer, it just looks like. Looks like someone else. Looks like Jake from State Farm, like one like that type of person. I'm dead. Like, you know, he look real basic.
It doesn't look like him though.
It doesn't look like looking longer.
What are you wearing, Jake from State Farm?
What are you wearing? What are you sipping on, Jake from State Farm? Y'all got more relationship goals than life goals.
You know what? This makes me laugh because I do feel like in our culture, our online culture, we're like relationship goals, mommy-daughter goals, and it's like we're putting these people on a pedestal. And like we see the outside of like, okay, everybody's talking about like Tina Knowles. She got 2 daughters that's popping right now. And somebody was like...
Debatable.
Well, I love Solange, so don't go there.
I mean, she
We're going to fight. Like, I'm going to fight you like she fought Jay in the elevator.
Look, guys,
you know I
here. We here now.
Okay, we here.
We here.
Thank you. Iman brought us back. She was
ready to kick out.
I was like, yo, don't talk about my sister.
That's myself, okay?
Over being solo.
But they were saying her ovaries did good. And I'm like, these are human people. They put their pants on one leg at a time, just like we all do. They was in the elevator fighting, just like everybody else. Like, you know, everybody had an elevator fight, right?
But that doesn't mean that they still can't be goals. That doesn't mean that her ovaries still aren't goals.
But I'm just saying, I'm like, don't put people on a pedestal and you suck. And so that's why that meme had me rolling, because I'm like, talking about relationship, make sure yo go sip on that. Sip on yo go. How about that?
Iman, how do you feel about people putting that stigmatism on other people's lives, like their goals, bae goals, relationship goals?
I think, you know, when it comes to goals, have your own. You know what I mean? Have your own goals. And if, you know, you see someone that, I mean, I look at President Obama, hey, Uncle B, and Auntie Michelle, I think they're relationship goals. But because they're so normal, you know what I mean? But everybody is different. Some people may not think that they're relationship goals. But,
like, that's
you know,
boring.
Yeah, they're boring, they're this, they're that. I'm like, I mean, they don't leave the free world.
I want to be great. I want to look good.
You know, but it's like, you know, have your own goals. Everybody's different. Those, you know, those can be my goals, relationship goals. You know, normal people. So,
and like I said, it's about taking that pocket change from everybody.
Exactly.
So I want to have a little piece of Beyonce. I want to have
a little piece of this, a little piece of
that.
that.
I take a
Make
little
me
extra.
whole.
I take like 50% of Beyonce.
50% of Beyonce.
That's not a piece. That's like,
I'm just saying, like, I'm just saying, like, if I'm gonna be anybody, I'm a Beyonce. You know, don't worry, Beyonce. Don't worry, Beyonce.
You said a piece, and she like, I'm gonna take a whole.
I'm saying take a piece from everybody.
Who don't want to be Sasha?
Right. Who want to be fierce? Now, see, those are two different people you're talking about. And we need to have a show just about alter egos because some people think that you're crazy if you have them, but I think that you're actually more sane if you have them. Right? I'm not saying go out there and kill somebody and blame it on your alter ego. Now that's crazy, right?
Get your life.
Right. Get it all the way together. But I think we have a game. Is it time for the game?
Speaking of crazy.
Game time? What?
Let's do it. We have some crazy situations.
Oh, gosh.
And we were talking about bad relationships. So here are some. This game is called Toxic. Okay? And basically, we're going to see some toxic text messages. Oh, my God. Carmisha's in the building.
I know. You heard. Oh, no.
Petty conversations of all different kinds, and we're gonna see how we would remedy these situations. Would we fix it? We just leave it alone? Like, what would we do? We all were given like a little number and whatnot. So everybody flip it over, and that's the order that you're gonna go. I got one down.
Numbers. Okay. Okay,
we have our first text message.
Let's start.
Go ahead and pull that up so we can take a look.
BFF.
Okay, this is the BFF. So I got one.
You read green, I'll read gray.
Okay. Hey.
Where have you been? I hope you realize our friendship is on the line here.
OMG, I texted you back as fast as I could. Girl, calm down. So I feel like it was a little crazy because it's like, you my BFF. We not
need you to pipe
punching.
down.
That's the core word. We not punching. You don't pay my bills. You don't feed me. You don't ask me. You don't do nothing. Calm down, girl.
Calm down.
I was in the middle of something.
But you know what, though? It says BFF. That's my other thing. First of all, my best friends have names. So, that BFF, I don't know how much of a BFF that really is.
But that's also crazy because if that's your only like, I don't have best friends. I don't do that because y'all are also dope. So for me to say, this is my best friend. But all y'all my regular friends.
27 and older type of thing.
Nah, I haven't had best friends for like since my mid-20s. Because like one friend got mad at me because she was like, I'm your best friend. I was like, but I knew her. It was drama. So I just eliminated that title.
Yeah, I don't feel like anybody should question how fast you text back. Right. Especially if you ain't paying that damn phone bill. Exactly. No, look, we should have put up I have this screenshot. Someone texted me in June and said, hey, Lisa, what's up? How have you been? I text back August 5th. And said, I've been great, how have you been? And they text back and said, get out of here.
You petty.
But it wasn't on purpose. It was not on purpose.
Yo.
Look,
subconsciously, honestly,
no, I promise it wasn't on purpose. Like, I'll read and reply in my head, and then like 5 months later, when I'm going through my text messages, like, I responded. I promise. And they were so upset, and I was like, look, I'm sorry. Look, I apologize. What do you want from me? You still got a response, okay? It can take anywhere from 3 to 30 business days.
Did you say the way your life set up?
The way your life set up. Next picture.
That's just tragic.
Who got 2?
I got 2. Okay. So let's see here.
You read the first one.
Don't worry, babe. He's just a friend.
I don't care who the F he is. He was looking at you in that way. That only I can look at you. I'm not mad. It's just like I love you, and I'm the only one that can enjoy looking at you.
Ew.
Craig.
Okay.
Ew. Is this First of all,
wait, Iman, how would you fix this situation?
Okay, go ahead.
First of all, I would call. I'm not gonna text you back. Okay. I'm gonna pick up the phone.
Okay.
Number 1.
Okay.
Don't cuss at me. Number 2. I need you to pipe down. We need to talk about this. No, seriously. I mean,
you're a grown woman because I'm gonna tell you the way I'm fixing this situation. Block. Change number, move. Because he gonna jump out the bushes and stab you in the head.
Oh, no, he's not.
That's crazy.
At me.
I'm scared. I'm concerned for this girl who received this text message. Call 911.
She might like it. You don't know what she likes. She might like that. She might like a little
He's gonna cut her face.
But you ain't gonna talk to me like that. That's what's not gonna happen though. Look, you're just not. You're not.
But I feel like the way he's like, no one can look at you the only way.
Yeah, that's a little.
I feel like that was a little. He had a little sugar in some type of tank.
No, he 5150.
No,
let's just.
He is 5150, 720 in New York, whatever state you call it.
Jealousy is a woman's trait. I know you don't agree with that.
I don't agree with that. My ovaries
however, let's look at the next picture because we ain't got time for
you. The last one.
What? You the last one.
Dad. Ooh.
Okay. I'm gonna be okay.
Got 2 grams for $40. Wait, that wasn't for you.
WTF, and who the F was it for anyway?
Nobody.
So then why did you write it? Grams of what?
Oregano. You know what? Look, Yo, y'all gotta be careful when you store someone as dad and then you got daddy.
Right.
Y'all gotta be. Y'all
you gotta be.
You better make your daddy and zaddy.
Yeah, you gotta put a Z so that when you type in. But honestly, if you're texting your dad and your zaddy like simultaneously, like you send one then go back to the other one. iPhones are tricky.
Yes, they are.
I'm saying iPhones because there's nothing else but iPhones. If you have an Android, log off. Stop watching my show.
Delete it.
Right. Don't even be on air.
Y'all
with us
are
right
so
now.
racist.
I hope
That's
the people
racist.
that called in had iPhones.
That's racist.
Anyways,
Apple all day. Team
Anyways, they're tricky. So sometimes you can send a text and just type real fast and press send, and then just before you know it, you setting up appointments with your actual dad, and then you're like, wait a minute,
the life is over.
It's a wrap.
It's the end.
I think I would have just changed my phone number on that too, because daddy, he's like grams or what? Daddy, you know what grams that was. You know what grams he was talking
about. And sometimes people got cool parents, so you could have just played it off. And don't think that your parents haven't done stuff. Don't think that. I'm not saying that dad was out there,
when my mom be like, I smell weed in here, I'd be like, but how do you know what weed smells like, mom? And she was like, shut up. You know I lived in the 70s.
Right. Don't question what grams are, because you already know what it is. You just, and parents, don't think that your kids don't be doing stuff.
Gotta let them know.
They forget.
But you know what? It's time to grow up and glow up. We've had our fun and we've been serious, but now it's time to leave you guys with some pocket change.
Right.
So, grow up and glow up.
Okay. So I have this super deep quote. Let me just get into it. It says, as soon as you trust yourself, you will know how to live, to discern between people who might save your life and those who might ruin it. You must be reliable, honest, and in word, trustworthy towards yourself. We do it for everybody else, but once you do it towards yourself, you will know who to let go and you will know who to let stay, and you will allow yourself to be treated. So grow up and glow up. Iman, you got to say grow up and glow up and give your advice.
Okay, so grow up and glow up. I would say my advice, there's this quote that I have, and it's basically stating life is not about finding yourself, life is about creating yourself. And that's important to me because you have to create yourself. You have to create that person you want to be. So I think that's important. Find yourself, create yourself, and put it in your backpack and walk out.
Hey.
Have that confidence. Grow up and glow up.
Grow up, Ceeyonce.
Well, we all have quotes today, and of course I have one as well. My quote is, the greatest relationships are the ones you never expected to be in. The ones that swept you off your feet and challenged every view you've ever had.
Yes.
So if you're not being challenged in whatever ship that you are floating in, it's not a great one. It's not a great one. You might get a penny, maybe even half of a penny. I don't even know what that would be in decimal. But it's not enough. It's not enough to take with you. So make sure whatever relationship you're in is challenging you. And of course, that relationship with yourself, always challenge yourself. Always go further. Okay?
Your star player.
Your star player. You have to protect home. You have to be sure that you are okay before you venture out into these ships and they sink. And you're wondering why you can't fill the holes in the ship and it's sinking. You and someone else with holes all in your ship, that's not a good look. So just make sure when you get into these, you're challenged and you guys are working together.
Yes.
All right? Until next week. There is no next week. Until no, there is a next week. There is a next week. We're gonna take a little holiday break to get ready, get you guys set up.
We got some amazing stuff coming, so we gotta get ready for that, guys.
We do. We gotta build it up. We had 2 callers today. Next time we want to have 4. 50. We appreciate you guys that do tune in and that do participate. Until the next time, you guys stay hungry, stay humble, and stay focused. I'll see you guys later. Hey, okay.
Young Production.